Say it again.
Tunpuss.
Ha
Ha
ha ha! Welcome all.
Say bad things on stream.
Welcome all to to the Mimic Loaf stream. We are Mimic Loaf. Tonight we are going to be continuing our Adventures in the Astral Sea campaign. Real quick before we start, Death Knell 0, as always, bud. Mwah. Thank you so much for the resub. 5 months in a row, killing it. Absolute VIP. Yeah. If you haven't already, please check out our Instagram. What?
Did you do anything for Instagram? It was me.
Oh no, I forgot. Yeah. So thank you so much again. I don't know what I'm saying. You completely like brain. If you haven't already, please check us out on Discord. Yep, thank you, Fish. If you haven't checked us out already, jump into Discord, jump into our Instagram, jump onto our YouTube channel. Whole bunch of extra content will be there, and great things to come. Lefty, thank you so much for resubscribing with Prime. 5 months in a row.
You're welcome. That's right.
It's interesting. It's interesting what happens when you don't buy as much VB.
Trust me, my VB
happen.
stocks are as topped up as ever. Thank you. It's an essential.
Real quick note. So we are obviously missing some players tonight. We are missing Vi, we are missing Gwilly, and we are missing Venos. Yeah. I think that's it. They're just gone. They're just gone. They're just gone. I think that's about it. Yes. So without further ado, I will send you to Jackson for the recap.
Hilarious. All right.
Hold up.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yes, it's happening again.
Hi.
Nathan.
Lean in. Go on, lean in. No, the other way.
He's just like, nah.
Oh, wait, the other way. Whoops. Sorry.
Lol. You're good to go now. Oh. What's going on?
No, I'm not.
What is going on?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Okay, you're good to go now.
Okay. So,
Professional.
Once again, professional, yes. Once again, thank you very much to our lovely friends over at Stabby Joe & Co. for sponsoring this and every episode of Adventures in the Astral Sea. I believe there's a new design, new collab coming for Mimic Loaf coming soon. It's really cool. I have seen it. There's also new Stabby Joe merch, I think, along the way, which I have.
Yeah, it's up.
It's up on the Instagram. It's very cool. Definitely check that out. And if you do check it out, which you definitely should, because I'm telling you to, go use code MIMIC5 at checkout, and you get 5% off your order. That is 5% off the order. MIMIC5, MIMIC 5, and you can buy all sorts of lovely clothes and stuff from our wonderful friends at Stabby Joe. So yeah, thank you. Big thumbs up from me. Thank you again. And without further ado, I will get into the recap. Short one this week. So, the session began with the party entering combat with Tem. As the party fought against him, a large shadowy being manifested itself and summoned two Balgura to fight the party. The party swiftly defeated these creatures and turned their attention back upon Tem. Handily taking care of him, the party then attempted to interrogate him. On the brink of death, Tem pulled a stone that looked like a cooled chunk of magma and went to shatter it. As he did, however, Sol cast Blight on him, killing him in an instant. The party searched his corpse, finding various magical items, including a bag of holding, which Charpok picked up. As the party exited Tem's lair, they began to make their way back to the ship. Along the way, Sol separated himself from the party to go and find Kothor. Sol and Kothor made their way to one of her many lairs that she had around the city. Once there, Sol made the offer for Kothor to join the crew, feeling that she could be an asset, an offer that Kothor accepted. Meanwhile, Zil and Ali headed back to Ali's house to see if any other family members wanted to come with them on their adventures. The rest of her family declined, stating that some of them would be staying to set up a hotel in the city, while others would be seeking their fortunes off-world. Ali entered Tem's old room to see what she could pillage. While she was in there, the rest of Ali's family began to grill Zil, saying that he better take good care of her and to not break her heart, which embarrassed Zil greatly. After they were done there, the party reconvened back at their recently reacquired ship to make their way back to Haku. End scene.
Thank you for that, Action Jackson. What?
That's not a name I've been called in a very long time. Takes me back to my childhood.
Cool. So that is where we're going to kick things off. You guys were on the deck of your guys' ship on the planet of Chrysalis. Like Jackson said, Kothor has joined you. What do you guys want to do?
Well, should we just take off? Is there anything anyone wants to take care of before we leave? Ali? I feel like you have obviously the most sentimental attachment here.
Yes. But I was thinking, did we need to talk to what's his face before we left? What's Rat's guy?
No. He said that he would meet us because we saw him when we left the mine. We saw him when we left the mine, and he said, "Oh, we're gonna be like, well, we're like gonna hang around here for a little bit. We'll meet you back at Haku." And he was like, "Yeah, sick. You guys have another 2 days, so I'm just gonna get drunk and spend this next 2 days doing nothing, and then I'll meet you guys up there."
Yeah, well,
Hey, he's living his best life. Good on him.
let's go then.
Cool.
I'd like to do one thing before we officially.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Barrel.
Bite me.
barrel.
This time full of water.
I'll do my best to sneak up to Ali.
Yep.
Probably won't be able to do it. Oh, just no? Okay.
Do it.
You can make a stealth roll.
Nah. No, we can't.
While you're doing that, real quick shout out to Stabby Joe and Co., our fabulous sponsor for 4-month streak. Oh no, 5-month streak. Ooh. Thank you so much.
15.
Actually, it does not beat me.
Wow. Yeah, she sees you coming. You're sneaky.
that's right.
You're pretty sneaky,
who you are.
but she sees you
Your
coming.
brain is loud.
I imagine the whole time you're saying recipes.
Yeah.
there.
3 eggs.
Please make it stop.
1 cup of melted butter.
You don't even know how to cook. You just know recipes.
1 saucepan of sriracha. What? Anyway. Alright, so I crawl up to Ali. I'm like, Ali, I know you have a lot of things left over on this planet and people that you miss and trust and all that kind of stuff. I'm just curious if you want to try this out and see if any of them are thinking of you right this second. And I pop off the earring.
And she goes blurry.
Where am I?
Totally.
Usually if I go
Blow
crazy,
yourself.
it does it, yeah. Every single time I just do that and it comes back. I would absolutely love to do that. 100%. Yes, please.
All right, here you
Are
go.
my ears pierced? I'll just stab a hole.
They are now.
They're about to be.
Hold her down. We'll do it now.
Where's the
No,
ice?
I have pierced my own ears before. It's okay. I will do this.
Cool. You
Yep.
put it on. Nothing is warm. Your ear does not go warm.
Can you believe that not a single person is talking about me right now?
I am going to stealthily start talking to myself and be like, Ali, just like saying like gibberish, just like saying sentences. I don't want to feel bad.
Your ears begins to get warm, Ali.
Do I recognize who I'm hearing? Can I
Make
hear it?
make a stealth, like just a stealth check.
Me?
Yeah. Zil, and then Ali, it'll be against your passive perception.
That's a 2.
Yeah, he's like, Ali.
So you don't even use the earring, you just
Yeah.
hear him.
I
Yeah.
just hear him. Still, I can hear you. It was very kind, but I actually
just-
don't know enough people.
Zil just goes bright red. He's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I am going to use the Astral Mask, and using one of its abilities, I'm going to send a whisper to Zil, and say, don't worry, Zil. Ali appreciated it. But with the Astral Mask, I can send it as a whisper that only he can hear.
It doesn't. I don't think it works like that.
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, okay.
You can. It's essentially like it's still audible, but it's a whisper that
Yeah.
only.
Sweet.
Like my mouth has to move and stuff, so I'll just like do it like that. My mouth's left to move and I have to speak the words, but he can only hear it.
Yeah, sweet. Well, yes, it does make your ear warm. And while it's making your ear warm, Drew, yeah, thank you so much for subscribing for the first time. We very much appreciate you.
I'm only
For the first time.
It was gifted to me, so
But thank you. We appreciate it.
backhanded thank you.
But thank
Thanks,
you,
I guess.
at least, you know.
Thank
Long
you,
time
Fish.
coming, but you know.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ali, so your ear goes warm. And she's got the giggles.
She's got the giggles.
Be quiet. Yeah.
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 Okay. What's your
Well,
attractive
here we
thought?
go.
You have a warm ear.
You have a warm
Yes,
ear.
because John is talking to me about you, but you don't know that it's John.
Is that
Oh,
what I'm
somebody
talking about? Yeah.
He's talking about me.
It twisted.
I twist it.
Cool. Make a wisdom save, I think it is, isn't it?
Nah, it's a 16 charisma save.
There you go, charisma save.
I was gonna say it's because, but John only says that one thing, and the conversation ends. So it's just gonna be like, it's
Hold on,
gonna be
wait,
like,
I'll-
oh, I wonder what it is.
We'll get to that.
Oh, I was gonna say, Ali's like, I wonder what it is. It's just silence. It's just like,
I failed.
Cool. Sweet.
And then knowing that she's probably going to listen on me, I'm just going to whisper, "We appreciate you, Ollie."
oh, that's so
Aw.
cute.
That was very sweet, but also, it's just you guys again. But
Is that such a bad thing?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't think so. I know that. I'm sure if I were to put on that earring, I would hear my ear would start burning straight away. But that's not necessarily a good thing because I
don't
know
if
that a
that's
lot of the
making it
things
better.
I know that a lot of things that are being said about me will probably not be very nice things.
If
Yeah,
it
I
makes-
just think. Sorry.
If it makes you feel any better, when someone was talking about me, they said, "Who the fuck is Charplock?"
Who is this Charplonk?
Uh, I just think that I actually don't know that many people.
Well, there's also nothing wrong with that.
I guess so. But thanks, and I'll give it back.
Before you go to give it back, the head, the thing inside your head, you hear the
Oh.
voice say, "Keep it."
I will do nothing that you say.
Uh,
And
make-
that was Lent.
Make a wisdom save for me.
Should have upped my wisdom stuff on this level up. It's a 10.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought, buddy.
Threaten the demon in your brain, dude.
Just
Don't
punches
know
herself.
What's it gonna do? Kill me?
Ugh.
So
Don't
speaking of
tempt me.
I don't have to. You're just gonna do it anyway.
So holding the earring now, I communicate to everyone on the ship and be like, "You don't want to actually try this."
I wouldn't mind trying it, but I think I might do it a little bit later if that's okay.
Ah, you want to see if anyone's talking to you while you're sleeping? It's a bit creepy. Survivor.
Yes. I'll take the rings.
Cool.
I'll
Sweet.
hand him over so he has the quantum earring of the paranoid, and I'll take that out of mine.
I love that name. The eerie paranoid. Yeah. Shall we head off now? Off planet.
Cool.
Cool.
As the ship begins to move and take off into the sky, you guys look up, looking at the stars towards your next destination, when you hear a pained voice, pained noise come from Vi. You guys all kind of turn around to look, and you see she's taken a knee on the deck, her skin taking a transparent, almost invisible kind of look, with what look like stars spread throughout it. The only thing that seems to remain a solid is the gem that resides in her head. It glows with a vibrant light. Without warning, her visage fades and the gem falls to the floor, leaving Vi no longer there.
I'm gonna go and pick up the gem.
You should keep that safe.
I'm gonna pull out my necklace. Does it like fit in any of the existing gem slots in the necklace?
It does not, no.
Like not even remotely that I could like just wedge it in there just in case.
You could wedge something in there, but you could also damage the gem.
Okay, then no. I'm just gonna hold on to it then.
Cool.
That
Okay.
was kind of scary. What just happened?
Can I?
I
Oh, you go, John.
considering we may have had some issues with time, perhaps they are more complicated than we think.
Could I go up to John and ask to investigate the crystal, see if I get any like magical voodoo off it?
You
See
definitely
what the
can.
go is.
Make an
Okay.
investigation check.
Gonna give me an advantage since I'm there holding it.
Sure. You'd like moving it in the light to give him the best look.
Investigation.
Yes, please. With advantage.
I rolled 2 3s.
Woofed.
2 3s.
Oof.
So that's a 4.
It's a rock.
The light refracts and just goes straight into
Yeah.
my eye. I'm like,
It's definitely some sort of crystal.
well, can confirm that this is some sort of crystal. What? How did you get the reversed one?
What?
Ethan just put the reversed Chadson in the chat.
did
How
you
did
do
you do that?
Secrets. You keep your
Those are
secrets.
secrets.
That's
Oh.
interesting. I like that.
Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Well. As saying this, I go. Well, John, I think you better hold on to that one. Yeah. I can't make heads or tails of it.
I'm
If
just
only we had someone in the party that knows about crystal magic. Gwilly, explain. And
I think she has some sort of technical issue.
all the crystals.
Wait, hold on. I'll do these once again. Yes, sorry everybody. I can't answer your questions right now.
Please leave a message
right now.
after the beep.
We value you as a customer.
Okay. Well, I guess I get back into the,
What was
the
that?
spell. What was what?
Was it an alarm?
Oh, it's my watch going off because
Like, where are the watches in this room? Because there's
It's
like
9
15
o'clock.
normally, and there's none.
it's 9 o'clock, so my watch went off.
Okay.
It's your bedtime because it's almost mine.
It goes off every hour. Thank you. But yes, it is my bedtime. So I get back into the spelljammer helm and continue piloting the ship back to we all agreed that we're going to go to Haku's first before we continue anywhere else.
Haku
Right,
first.
Sam. Jesus. So
Sorry,
yeah,
I thought I muted, but I didn't.
yeah. So we'll head to Haku's ship.
Awesome.
Fleet team.
Yep. Sweet. You go, Azoth.
On the on the travel, I would like to call Ophelia over.
She's like, and she's like slobbering slightly on the ship deck as she like
The
plods
drooling
over.
stage. That's good. I'm glad we're at
Right.
that point. I'm gonna wrap what we talked about around Ophelia and say, go find your mother.
Yep. Cool. She just kind of like looks from side to side and then just like walks slightly up to you.
Oh, you got to try harder than that. I can't carry. Wait, what? What is? You got to try harder than that. Come on. And I'll like try to like push her to see if she can follow us. Send.
Yeah.
To find
Cool.
Marley.
Let's do. Yeah, sweet, easy. She finds Ali. She like walks up halfway and then turns to look at you for some sort
that's
of
her.
yeah, and then she's like,
You should know that.
and then runs up to Ali. Ali, you feel like the clawing of Ophelia on your leg. You turn around to look. She is very weirdly clad in what looks to be some sort of leather armor. And she's like digging at it, almost trying to get it off.
Don't be. No, just Ali, get it off her quickly.
No,
She's
look
gonna-
at
She's
you.
gonna drool all over it. No, it's not for her. Can you take it off her?
Yes, okay. I take it off her.
Cool.
She looks so cute.
Azor?
So you'll see it's essentially leather armor with a couple of studs in there. There's a little bit of like a homemade, not so clean looking shoulder pad of sort of steel as a bit of protection. Bunch of runes are carved into it, and if you look real closely, it is fitted for you, and it will have in Draconic Mother of Death written across the shoulder.
Cool. If you would like to add Mother of Death studded leather to your inventory.
Yes, I would like to add that. Thank you.
I think it's called that. If you just search Mother of Death, I'm pretty sure it'll come up.
But now it's got some drool on it from Ophelia. So
Yeah.
Yes.
it would have been really nice prior to that.
Yeah. It would have been really nice before that.
It would have been. That's fine.
Zil?
This is just like this is like an out of game question sort of thing. What's the maneuverability of a spelljammer like? Like, does it always sail along a horizontal plane, or can I like, you know?
You can do barrel rolls, yeah, 100%.
Fuck yeah, okay.
But
so
just remember, it doesn't influence the gravity plane whatsoever. So, like, if you're doing this, everybody's just like moving with the ship
yes, yeah.
as you
Okay,
do
that's what I
barrel
thought.
rolls.
That's what I thought, but I just want to, you know, in case we get into like space combat, I want to be able to be like
Loop the loops.
fighter pilot, ace pilot, sitting in my chair, like doing
Deja vu.
flips. Yeah. I want to do some multi-track drifting. All right.
Okay,
I-
cool.
I need to run up to Azoth and be like, "Did you make this for me?"
Yeah, I might have made it.
And I'm gonna hug him, which I know will be very
Yeah, might have
awkward on
made
his end. 'Cause
Yeah, it's just like hugging your legs.
I really love this. Thank you so much. It's really thoughtful and kind. Thank you. And also, look how cool I look now.
Yeah, you look really tough. You've been through a lot, so hopefully it helps. And Ophelia I'll make one for her too. You guys can match.
That would be really cool. Thank you. Hey,
No
what have you been working on with her?
On with her.
As in the training.
Yeah, like we need to keep this up to date.
Look, I had a lot of faith, but now she's drooling, and she had to second guess if you were her mother. So I reckon we take it back a few steps.
Yeah.
Make sure she can eat, and just take care of herself, and then we'll try some tricks after that. She did like almost set someone on fire last combat though, so
That was cool. I think we might need to get her some raw bones to chew on. I think she might be teething.
She begins to start chewing on Azoth's leg.
I
we
don't
can get
like it.
both of us some raw bones. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay, I don't like the drooling phase. It really grosses me out.
The good news is we can fill up the barrel now though, so if she keeps going, it's
Oh no! Oh, I want to throw up in real life.
Charpok.
I can't wait for Charpok to receive Uncle's loincloth of Olad.
The uncle of death.
That doesn't sound as cool as
Jesus.
Mother of Death. It sounds like you are the uncle that brings death.
I'm not even an uncle. I'm just some weird fucking grasshopper she found along the way.
Mother's friend of death.
Companion of mother.
Yeah.
Travel companion.
Yeah, cool. So you guys take off into the skies. Heading towards where? Haku, right?
Mhm.
Where is Haku?
You tell us.
I don't know. You tell me.
Fuck.
Didn't we?
He was in orbit outside Zesto, I believe. So let's head to Zesto.
Cool. Easy. As you guys begin taking off, heading to Zesto, I need somebody to roll a d6. Please.
I'll do it.
Was that you or was that Gwilly?
I'll do it.
You sound like Björk.
One. Cool. So the travel for the day goes completely unencumbered. You're about halfway to Zesto. The stars and whatnot is your view. There's a lot of galaxies out. You see a couple of ships pass by at random points, but nonetheless, nothing really happens. Does anybody want to do anything before we skip to the next day?
Trainophilia.
Cool. Roll me an animal handling check.
Sorry, no, someone else was talking. I just jumped in.
You go first.
Good thing I got better at that. Oh, good thing. It's a 9.
Cool. She seems to take...
It's bionic dice. I'm not even sorry for how rude that was.
Nathan, I didn't finish. Did I look like I was finished speaking? Because I wasn't.
I'm gonna use 2 of them because we're at 10 now.
Up.
14.
14.
Oh,
Up, up,
14.
up,
Up.
up.
I really do have one more, but no, 14, please.
14. Cool. Yeah, she takes the training really well. What exactly are you trying to teach her?
Mother, father, mum, dad.
Okay.
Oh my god, is she actually going to be saying mother and father?
I
she
don't
said
want her
daddy
to.
last time.
Mother,
Yeah.
father.
She...
I want her to know who we're talking about when we're like, go to your father.
Fuck, nat
Because-
20. She understands all 3 of those commands now.
Fantastic.
As well as all of the variations. So I'm talking
Yes.
like mother, father, mum,
Ma,
papa,
pa,
daddy,
papa,
mummy.
daddy.
Mama.
Mama! It's
Ophelia,
a
go to
spicy
Papa.
meatball!
Papa.
Mama.
I will also, because I rolled that natural 20, I will give you the option of one party member who she now knows the name of.
It's the
This is a lot of
Shrek,
pressure.
the Shrek baby from Shrek 3 when it's like da da.
And this
Drew and I
is
will
this is
discuss
all in Draconic as well.
Yes, okay,
Da,
come back to
da.
us.
You have to speak draconic like Papa.
Yeah, him speaking like,
It's like
Ophelia.
cracka.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. I just dropped a dice. I'm sorry. Sweet. Anybody else? Anything else?
I
John?
am going to put the earrings on.
Cool. Instantly, your ears become warm, almost to the point of boiling.
I'm gonna tap in to see what some of them are saying.
Cool. Roll me a D100.
That is a 43.
Cool. Instantly, you get 43 different voices, all into your head at one time. You hear multitudes of different prayers, different people seeking guidance. You hear a lot in your head, to the point where it all sounds like a muddled mess, and it is almost impossible to
I'm just taking them off.
yeah, almost impossible to focus on one.
It's going to be a bit disappointed in them. Karpok, these perhaps weren't as useful as I thought they would hold. Would you like to hold on to them for the time being?
Sure. What do you mean? What happened?
It's complicated. I think we'll sort this out later. I'll just give them to him. Don't worry, it's fine.
Can I roll an insight?
You definitely can.
I'm gonna guidance myself because here. That's shocking. 17.
Cool. John, roll me a persuasion or deception, whichever one it is, and do not tell me which one. Do not tell us which one, and then tell us the number.
You can probably tell me.
I mean, you could probably tell Drew, but because he's subscribed now, you're allowed to tell him.
Yeah, a lot. You can see that there's a lot going through John's head, but he hasn't got it quite through yet. So you can see if he was to talk about it, he wouldn't be sure about what he was saying.
It seems like you don't know what is going on through your head.
It's complicated.
Seems like we're all a bit complicated. We just came off a planet that Ali wasn't exactly, he wasn't exactly brought up there, but she had her memory wiped, so who the fuck knows what's going on with her?
I'm going to pull the necklace out and say, this holy symbol is probably more dangerous than it is helpful at the moment.
Okay.
There are people that have taken over this religion, and this religion was in possession of many powerful weapons. It is by looking at Azoth's arm that you can see some of the capabilities of such items. The people that have inherited these are quite dangerous. I would like to see that problem fixed first.
Would you like it to be fixed, or would you like it to be, would you like them to be acquired by us?
I mean, we have now got somewhat of a dragon companions, I'll say. I believe having some treasure would make us quite useful, and I believe they will take good care of the items for the time being. Until their proper home may be required, or if Azoth would probably be more suited in the first place.
So none of that whole, friendship is a true treasure bullshit or anything like that.
I mean, sure.
You sound so believable. I feel like we should acquire these weapons for not personal gain, and only to take him away from things or beings that want to have personal gain.
If these items can help us, or all of us, towards our goals, as they seem to be intertwined, I believe that would be in our best interest. But at least.
All right, fair enough. It's interesting that earring is a bit too much for you, and no one was talking about me.
Because no one cares about you, old man.
You hear from the seat.
Who was that?
Well, actually, oh my god, that's right. Because I can hear. Oh, actually, no. Technically, because Tarpok doesn't speak outside. I speak out loud, but I can hear every conversation that's being had on the ship because while I'm in the spell jamming helm.
Yeah.
So I just like the idea of like.
One-sided.
I like the idea of like just listening to someone's conversation and just interjecting without them just being like, it's because you're a fucking loser.
Oh dear. Well,
if it would help Charpok, I think shutting the religion down in the first place would solve most of these issues, and then perchance leaning the items towards our collection for the time being would be suited.
So what I'm hearing is, you want to take down an entire religion, an entire group of people who believe in something above themselves and would probably kill themselves or sacrifice themselves to save it.
Yes,
Sounds like
If-
a dream.
the
Yeah.
religion has been
God damn it,
tainted.
I'm in.
Son
If
of a
the
bitch. I
religion-
mean,
If the religion has been tainted or corrupted, it would be in the greater good, would it not?
The greater good.
I mean, sure. I don't exactly believe in higher beings. I mean, I believe in them because I've seen them, but like, I don't believe in them, if that makes sense. Where is this religion, like, their main church or whatever?
They do not perchance have a proper church. If, and there will be, a actual church, it would be against their beliefs to say. The church is generally of a hermit sort. A church to them would be a simple prayer site on a trail or something small. It is something that, like a philosophy, rather than something that you would go every Sunday to worship, lifelessly at.
So, so you're saying these people that believe in this religion are hermits. They don't exactly pray in a single location. They're wanderers, possibly some of them homeless.
Yes.
Is this turning into a hate crime against hobos?
I know what you
Oh.
said, but to me it sounded
It
like
sounded
something
you said
else.
hobos.
Oh no!
I know you said hobos, but you're like, it sounded like you said, is this a hate crime against homos? And I was
God
like,
damn it!
I was just gonna look at him just blankly for a second and be like,
It's
they are
their
people-
shopping trolleys. I just can't.
They are people whose home is the open road. Many of them are captains to spelljammers, as they would study the stars and would have quite good directions on where to go. Many of them are simple folk living a simple life. They don't need money, they're just happy with minimal things. Living the journey is the premise of the religion.
Tell you what, John, this is going to be fucking hard to find them.
If you can find them, that may be part of the problem.
Huh? Do they have a symbol or anything? That.
That is the symbol
Which
of the church.
is
Can you describe to me the symbol?
The symbol is a ring, and in the middle of the ring, it'll have like a line and like a D that comes off in the middle of it. It's like slightly off-centered. In the symbol, in John's signet, there are 7 slots in it that are empty. And then John, if you can look, the empty spots are meant to be gemstones. Some of people will fill them with specific gems, but generally people keep them personalized, as this is not a rigorous religion where you're forced to do things. It's a simple belief to yourself.
Okay. Tell you what.
It is the religion of the Celestian, which you may have heard me mention before.
Religion of the Celestian. Let me just take a mental note in my thing called OneNote.
I'm taking one note, mental note,
in a cloud.
stored. It's like, well, I mean, Sharpok has telepathy, so he just has just this being that floats in the space that he transmits all his thoughts to and keeps all his thoughts in one spot.
It's like a
If-
remembrall.
It might be also good to keep in mind, knowing that Zill's also listening as well. Actually, I'm going to don the mask on and then just loudly speak. If we, actually, no, I won't don the mask because then it'd be just weird. I'm just going to say it like a little bit louder than what I normally would. If we happen to find a church for this religion, it would likely be a hub for them black marketing rare items.
Well.
Okay. I'm thoroughly interested now. I do like markets that are, of the darker shades.
Hey,
Why is Sharpbox sound so bigoted tonight?
He's old.
you guys have swapped roles.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's religion of Sylvester Stallone.
God damn it.
Yeah, I believe if that were the case, I may be able to start my journey of fixing the religion, and perhaps our party could encounter some wealth.
Wealth, you say?
I'm all for it. Maybe you should approach Zil, our captain, about this.
I believe he is more informed than you realize.
Yes, I am.
Explain.
You know that seat he sits in?
Yes. This is entitled foot chair, whatever.
Yeah, he heard you say that.
No, I didn't actually hear Sharpbox say that because Sharpbox speaks
In people's
okay.
brains.
You're having a
You're just hearing
one-sided
me.
conversation.
I was going to ask that, yeah.
Yes, you're having a one-sided conversation.
I believe.
Well, that's what I hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he heard my half of this conversation.
That's fucking awkward.
Which is pretty much the important part.
I'm glad.
You know,
Yeah.
and nothing that Sharpbox says is important.
I speak to him. 'Cause it's 120 feet to the whole ship. I definitely can do that. Like, Captain, if you're listening to this, and that's it. I just want
Yes.
to let him ponder.
I'm always pondering.
Look, I'm all for this, and if it helps us on our endeavors, I'm even more for this. If we, by chance, come across some of these items, hopefully in the near future, they might be useful for a certain location we might be all heading towards. Any chance we'll be able to acquire some of these soon? Maybe on Shalagoth?
Well, I know for in fact there was a church at Shalagoth. Like I said before, a church would be wrong. So therefore, I thought it was an easy starting place to begin the search of where the corruption started.
Yippee! Another reason to head to Shalagoth. Just what the party needs.
Loot. So
Alright.
perhaps once this problem with our Prince Bryce, he
Zill.
then
Zill.
maybe we could venture out that way.
Sounds good. Sounds very good. Here's a thought as well. I've heard that our new associate, Thron. What the fuck was his name again?
Othor.
Kothor. Why did I think Thron?
Admiral
That's something.
Thrawn.
That's what I thought, and I was like, oh, there's another one.
No, that's another campaign. I mean, fuck, I'm in too many.
Not enough.
Kothor. He
She.
quite good at acquiring information.
You guys hear Kothor speak. I am quite stealthy too.
You wouldn't perhaps have seen this item before, in your collections or travels.
It looks familiar.
Familiar? Could you be more specific by chance?
Maybe tattoo?
A tattoo? On whom, may I ask?
Chrysalis markets.
Well, if you can think of any history around this, it would be quite helpful.
She kind of like looks over at where Sol is standing and then like kind of under her breath says, dagger in back.
Says what?
Dagger in back.
As in,
Stabbed in the back, Ethan.
Right.
They were stabbed in the back, or they
Yes.
stabbed someone in the back?
I stabbed them in back.
Why?
You see her kind of go a little bit shy, and she chooses not to answer.
For fun and profit.
I will hold out 5 gold and be like, the information is valuable if you could help.
They say gift was shit.
Ah, I see. What was the gift? Was it just garbage or?
She pulls out the thing that Sol gave her, which I believe was a gold
Gold chain,
necklace.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, that person gave you the gold
No,
chain.
Sol gave her the gold chain.
Ah,
Then the person said that the gift was shit, and she stabbed them in the back, and they had the symbol on them.
okay, yeah. I see.
Good thing
Oh.
Zil can hear everything that's going on in this.
Yeah.
He's just like filling in the blanks.
I'm like,
Yo!
guys, I'm like translating.
Okay. Yes.
All right, guys, this is what happened.
Well, these people can often be bad, so I believe you may have made the right decision.
He tasted nice.
Glad to hear it.
Yep, that one's a bit beyond me. Charpock, maybe you could discuss recipes, and I'm gonna walk off.
You have any left?
She digs into her bag, her satchel, and pulls out half a pigeon.
Oh,
She's like, no, but bird. And she offers it to you.
how about a trade?
She looks
take-
super interested about trade.
I take out one of my 3 rashers of temerity jerky.
Cool. She looks at it and like kind of gives it a sniff, and she's like, smell familiar.
Yeah. Know that guy that fucked with your brain and the rest of your people, including Ali?
She kind of like looks at you, almost. You kind of get the feeling that she understands what you're saying.
Yeah. That.
She looks at it and just like scoffs it.
Good. I take the bird and I just fucking scuttle off into a corner like golden.
It is like slightly moldy to the like it's been in her bag for quite some time. So there's a few maggots in like a few pieces that you can choose to either take out or you can just gobble all up.
Oh, extra flavor, mate. And the
Charpock's
protein.
like, cousin.
You're a dick. Yeah. Alright.
Zil?
Okay, this is completely unrelated, but did we get a long rest for like once we're on the ship?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, thank fuck.
You can take a long rest as like night time because it's in space. It's always night. Yeah, you
day.
can take a long rest or day. Yeah, you right? Hot food. Yep. You want to go? Or you want to wait?
Yeah, I want to fight the spicy. I just want to take Ophelia over to Sol. Like, Ophelia, this is Sol. Sol does things with fire, and I think that you would be interested in fire, and like maybe breathing fire would be pretty cool. But this
Learn from him.
is Sol. You can go to him. Sol, she can come to you at any time, yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay, you can go to him at any time, and he'll just teach you.
She's
about
just kind of like
fire.
nodding and then looks at Sol and then in Draconic says Sol.
Is this pre-rest or post-rest?
Up to you guys.
Probably pre-rest. This
Pre-rest.
is from the original role. This is just what
As-
Drew and I discussed, and then lore happened.
As she says, he knows things about fire. Just off the side of the ship, I'll just cast wall of fire in no particular direction away from the ship.
Fire.
Like a 20-foot long, 10-foot high wall of flames just appear off to the side. And I'm like,
Ophelia runs to the banister, almost like slipping and falling. Actually, I'll roll for that. Not slipping and falling, almost slipping and falling, off the banister and uses her flame acid breath off the side of the ship as well. Not quite doing as much as you did, but it's still there.
Good.
And then she kind of looks back, wagging her tail.
What you did? You did it. You breathed fire. That's pretty cool. Now you can burn people, but it also maybe be careful when you do that because there's things like wood that this is made of that lights on fire What are you gonna do? Are you gonna follow her around all the time and blow it out? Just be dribbling and there'll be fire everywhere.
Like a built-in extinguisher, really, if she draws all over whatever she sets on fire.
I guess so, but when it stops, try not to light wooden things on fire, and try really hard not to light the crew members of this ship and party on fire.
What
It
would
might be hard at times.
As you're saying that, you kind of
those
look
things.
over to Azoth to have this conversation and look back, and she's already about 2 meters away from you, using her fire breath against one of the doors on your ship.
It's your turn, Azoth.
No,
Take
can
it off.
someone go, please?
I'll do frost breath.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like if we're gonna introduce her to Soul and she's gonna know Soul, Soul's burned down bars and set us almost on fire, so I can't tell her not to do that. in good
Yes.
conscience.
And Sol didn't feel great about it.
I don't care if Sol burns down bars, burns down whatever. As
Yeah.
long as he doesn't burn down the ship, I'm
I-
fine.
I don't
I
think
did
Soul's
not say-
question now. I just mean
No, we should start training Sol as well then.
Sol, if you're going to flame, do it on this pad.
Good flame pad. I just think that maybe we should teach her not to light this specific ship that takes us places on fire, please.
just think she needs to learn lessons naturally, and we can't get in the way of her growth sometimes, you know.
She's already on the other side of the ship, casting her flame breath again.
Look, I'm happy. Then I'll just put it out again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm passionate about? Having somewhere to be and travel in and
I'm-
sleep.
Yeah, and not die in the cold vacuum of space on.
Yeah, I'm really scared about that one specifically.
I'm
Right,
just
I think
gonna quickly telepath to Gwilly and say, Gwilly, mini dragon thing is lighting everything on fire. You have that water thing, right?
Water.
Yeah, water.
Jazz hands.
Sol.
I would like to call Ophelia back over to see if she come.
Make a animal handling check with advantage.
Look, she does know how to respond and come back. It's just if she feels like it.
14.
Yes, she comes over.
Oh, look, she feels
I'll-
like it.
Kneel right down and be like, Ophelia, pay attention to what I am about to show you.
She
And
sits.
I'll light the deck on fire in front, in between it,
Oh, no.
and then I'll use control flames to put it back out again.
Mm.
To see
Good.
if it registers in her brain that sometimes you have to put it back out again.
Okay.
It's just gonna light shit on fire.
She lights it on fire. And puts it out the exact same way you do.
Yes.
She now knows
Oh.
control flame.
Fuck
Yes, this was my plan.
Zill is fucking watching this happen from the spelljammer. He's like, fucking having a conniption.
I'll just give her a pat on the head and make sure she knows that I'm proud.
Yeah, she very much is super happy. And she's going to go run and try and light something else on fire. And then put it out almost instantly.
Just put it out.
Yeah. It does, however, because it is both fire and acid damage, it does start to seep in and create holes in certain spots.
How are you gonna fix that now, Dad?
I haven't got any spells or anything to do that. I can break more stuff, but that's about as quick as my parenting goes.
Yeah, same. That's why I didn't want her lighting everything on fire.
I should probably grow out of it. Hey, she's drooling less.
Right now.
She begins to
Okay.
drool.
I'll walk up to Soul and give him an affectionate punch on the arm.
I'll return it, but it just does nothing.
Ping. John?
So I was actually wondering, if I'll just temporarily change one of Gweily's spells. 'Cause she's not here, so I
Sure.
can't ask her if she'll
To
do this for
mending.
me. I was going to say that, just like, but also mending, just because. Also she's not.
Yeah.
But one of her spells temporarily to plant growth, which I will have to, which will be a rule of cool thing for later.
Okay, cool. I will remember that. Sweet. I need another D6 as you guys can begin to see Zesto cresting quite a distance away, probably about another day's travel.
I'll do it. I got a 5.
Cool. Yep. Your travel goes unimpeded for the day. You can mark off a long rest for those that would like to. You guys begin to get into the orbit of Zesto, and you see Haku's main ship floating in orbit, much where you guys left it. It doesn't take you very long to kind of fly up alongside of it and signal the workers on the other ship. They recognize you from before and kind of allow you to board. You see Dunda sitting on one of the rails of the main mast, just kind of chugging back some drinks. Sol, if I could ask for a insight check.
26.
Cool.
Jesus.
You
But
look.
see everything.
You look to the Aylmore Star, and you get this feeling of yearning, this feeling of, this feeling of sadness. In your head, the word "help" just kind of appears from nowhere.
That was weird.
Standing there, completely still, just staring at.
Well,
it.
that was weird.
Sun. Fireball.
Cool.
Well,
And-
that was weird.
As you guys dock and begin to get onto Haku's ship, we are going to take our first break for the night. So get up, stretch your legs, get something to eat, get something to drink, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. And we will be back very soon.
No.
Welcome back, guys.
Oh,
We are...
Just send it in the group chat.
We are continuing off where we left off. The guys are traveling and have just arrived at Haku's ship, which is a friend of theirs. You guys dock and come onto the deck, and you see, Dunda kind of raises his tankard and begins chugging again. And he's like, "All right, how are you doing?"
And, I've just had to deal with so much dribble.
At least this one doesn't burn, Ali.
Well, it depends on what I'm drinking.
I take that back.
Yeah.
Ophelia.
Ophelia, this is one that you can set on fire.
God, don't set him on fire. He'll go up like a fucking bomb. He's that much alcohol in him.
And it would be so funny.
Fluffernutter.
Let's go see Haku and get our reward.
Agreed. John?
John's not going to go with them this time, and for the period of the travel throughout the day, John is going to stay on the ship and do some painting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Cool. We'll come back to that when they come out. So you guys head to the office where Haku normally resides. The door is shut. You go, I guess, knock. A few seconds later, the door just swings slowly open. And Haku is there sitting at his desk. And he's like, friends, how goes it?
It goes extremely well.
From what I heard, you've gotten a dragon.
Yes.
Not you.
A
And
second
then she kind of
dragon.
like looks at a second dragon.
Yeah.
This
I
is Ophelia.
kind
sorry.
of awkwardly point to Ophelia. I'm like,
He kind of
What's so
like
weird about it?
kneels down
What?
slightly and is like,
not being weird.
"It's so cute." And Ophelia
Maybe
starts to
death.
begin like growling
No,
and
no,
charging
Ophelia, this one's
her
good.
charging her fire breath.
Ophelia, this one is good. This one's Haku. He pays us. This is good. We need money. Shiny things for hordes. Good stuff.
She kind of like at the mention of horde, she like stops and then just like shakes her head.
Yeah.
So do I. You see Azaz like nodding in the back.
Yeah. Hordes.
We're going for that, yes.
So we cleared out that mine for you.
Ah, sweet.
That's all taken. That's all taken care of.
See, I told you were the guys for the job.
Well, yeah. To be fair though, there was a bit more than we bargained for. You
No renegotiating.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just letting you know that. Did you know that there was an ancient Duragar ruin underneath there that had a giant telepathic squid monster in there?
No.
Inside
Okay.
check.
Make a insight check.
Regardless of whether you did know or not, that thing is also dead.
26.
Seems like a partial lie.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, look, like I said, regardless of whether you knew and just didn't tell us, you forgot to tell us, you just wanted to see us die. I don't know.
What are
It's
you
dead.
accusing me
Yeah.
of?
I'm not accusing you of
I'm a
anything. I'm not
businessman.
accusing- I know, and I understand, but I'm just saying, I was just going to say that we also took care of that issue as well. So,
Right. So you want a well done? You want a medal?
yes, I would actually like a well done, thank you.
Okay. He puts out his hand, and you see him like change demeanor almost instantly. He's like, "Oh, well done, well done, woo,
glasses
yeah,
a little
you're killing it. Like you're the best, man. Like whoa, like full on, like super enthusiastic."
Oh, man.
Super enthusiastically, like you don't need an insight check to know that he's being super sarcastic.
Regardless of whether or not Zil knows he's being super sarcastic or not, he does kind of like feel a little bit better about himself.
He's like, yes.
Sol,
I think what my captain is trying to say is that we are happy to work for you, but having all of the information may be more useful to us.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Guidance.
That's an extra D6.
D4.
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 Wait, what check was I doing?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
I have guidance too.
It's lucky that it was guidance because I have a -1.
I was gonna say
A 15.
it's the wrong person doing persuasion because I have a +8 to persuasion.
He continues and he's like, look, I may have known about the temple. Didn't know about the squid, though.
That's okay. Look, like Sol said, in the future, we're more than happy to work for you. We find that you are a fair employer. Just it helps both of us if we know what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah, well, like, to be fair, I don't even know what I'm getting myself into by employing. And he kind of like waves his hand in your direction and he's like,
Everyone's like,
what are you called again?
Amazing.
Dirty mercs?
Success is
No,
what you
no.
get.
No.
no, Dirty Mercs is out.
That's
A new
what
name
it
is in that we are
Yes.
telling you right now.
Dirty Mercs is out. Wardens of Death is
Wardens
in.
of Death. How grim.
Well,
It's cool.
it's cool. Doesn't it have like an edgy kind of ring to it, you know?
I kind of liked Dirty mercs more.
Well, there's no accounting for taste, is there?
You use it for your little crew name then.
Not my crew. No. Fuck no.
Oh,
What's yours
okay.
called?
They're just. I don't need to tell you.
You don't have a name.
I have a
Is
name.
it?
I have
You don't have a
3
group name.
names.
What
I
is
don't
your
need a
names?
group names.
What's your 3 names?
I am the Astral Fox, the Silver Fennec, and another one that I'm not going to tell you because it's nothing that should be said out loud.
Oh,
Is this
okay.
one that you maybe use in private?
No, it's one I use in certain circles that are less than
reputable?
reputable. Yeah.
Give me a.
Okay, well,
No. For if I give you it and you use it and use it for bad, they will come for me.
What if you whisper it in my ear and I
I
pinky
said
promise I
no.
will never. What I want to know. You dangled information in front of me.
Ali, it's okay. We'll figure out one day.
Maybe one day.
Okay. Don't forget I have a dragon that breathes fire now.
Good for you.
Just wanna know.
Good for you.
Chopper?
Chopok.
I'm never gonna breathe the fire on you.
Can I just say in his head, and I want to try in Chapok's best persuasive voice to go for Archibald's voice, and just go, Gunter? See if he reacts.
He kind of like looks up in his head and he's like, I don't know who just did that, but no, it's not Gunter.
Well, the reason why we are here is to collect our payment for the job.
Right. Yeah, cool.
And also, I would like to have a word with your wife.
That's a bit forward. Oh wait, that's right. She had
She
the
was
thing.
helping me with something.
Yeah,
What
sorry.
are you accusing me of?
I think it's pretty plain what I was accusing you of.
Well, yes, but
Adultery.
it's better to act with indignation.
Sure.
Anyway, payment.
Right. So I believe it was all of the relics that I had, correct? At the time, right? Not including the new ones. Yeah, sweet. So he pulls out
Give me money now,
he pulls
please.
out the long metal cylinder with the tube at one end. He pulls out this small like almost it looks like another metal like tube, but it looks somewhat like a scroll case. He pulls out a small capsule of dusty smelling liquid and a series of metallic rods that are linked together in the approximate shape of a human frame. I believe those were the ones that he had.
We took that one that was linked together.
Okay, cool.
Those human rods, because remember when Vi activated the house?
Yeah.
Also,
Cool.
yes, I just want to say, it seems your office is looking a lot less destroyed than the last time we were here.
It wasn't my office that was destroyed. It was my home, remember?
Oh, was it his home? I
Yeah.
thought we were in his office. Oh, okay, never mind. I keep my snide remarks to myself.
Right.
Two small cylinders.
What was the other thing?
A small round, a capsule of dusty smelling liquid, and then that approximate shape of a human thing, but you said you already took that.
And dusty. Was it dusty smelling liquid?
Yeah.
I put them all on my list at his bag of holding. If
He also then continues and says, I do have some new stuff if you've got any of those power cores.
Do we?
Didn't we have one?
I feel like we found one.
Yeah.
We pull out the one we found from wherever it was stored.
Right. Yeah, sweet. So I've got 2, and you can pick from one. You can pick one of them that I'm happy to trade for this. I've got this, and he puts in front of you a studded helm with strange devices that seem to be permanently attached to it. It has an opening on the front, sides, and allows you to see, breathe, eat, hear, and speak normally.
What does it do?
He kind of goes, why don't you put it on and find out?
Okay, Zil puts it on.
no,
We haven't learned.
Cool. You put on the helm of metal control.
Oh, sick.
Uh,
I
it-
You can control
veto.
soul.
Don't you even no. No.
I'm like,
It is now
Don't have a
permanently
what?
fused to your head.
Yes. Because they know. Everything else
so
is
proud.
permanently.
I'm
Sorry,
I'm so fucked now. My hair. Can I have this removed somehow?
You can.
Oh,
Could see your head decapitated.
fuck.
With death. Death is how you
Oh, okay.
He's like,
Out of
oh,
curiosity.
okay, I guess it's that one. And then he puts
Guess
the
it's this
other one.
one.
the other one was a strip of banded metal that looks like a spine.
This sounds lame as fuck.
No.
This helmet is tight as fuck. I'm like, now I'm both Professor X
And
and
Magneto.
No, your helmet head.
He puts away the spine and he's like, right, to the home. And then he goes and puts the thing in the thing.
You wanted to say.
Azoth?
All I was going to do with my also fused hand is just walk up and give Zil a bit of a tap on the side of the head. Like, looks good.
When you tap on the side of the head, you see these black tendrils that almost like crawl out from the glove, almost as if it's reacting to the touch of another one of itself.
I need to get this off
Um,
my head ASAP. I need it off.
John?
Wait, head off.
John? What does this mean?
John's not there.
John.
Really?
What does the helmet actually do?
Let me read
Can
it to
tell
you.
me? Now,
Yeah.
Now that it's permanently fused to my skull,
Now that it's permanently fused to your skull.
how do I get this thing off?
There are ways.
You know.
Or you could cut off your head. That's definitely one way of
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah,
Wish
hilarious.
spell.
If we just rip the helmet off itself, you will also die.
So Helm of Metal Control. This helm has 4 charges and regains 1d4 expended charges daily at dawn. You can exert force on metal objects within 50 feet of you that you can see or sense for 1 round as your action, and it uses 1 charge. You can use it to move metal objects, push against metal objects, and so on. And then there's a whole bunch of strength contest rules. This power lacks the fine control to wield a weapon or move objects with much speed. So in most situations, it doesn't mean attacks. You can use this ability on your own. You can't use this ability on your own body, and the power lasts for 1 hour or until the iron flesh's charges are depleted on some other use, whichever comes first.
So I can't like throw things with it.
No.
That's fucking sucks. I was gonna be like, we should just collect a bunch of like old
Ball
swords
bearings?
from people. No, I was gonna say we collect a bunch of old swords from people we've killed, put them all into a bag of holding, and then I'm like, all right, open the bag of holding, just fire. It's like a fucking machine gun of swords flying out of this bag of holding. Like,
Nah.
Question.
Yes.
What does this helm like cover? Is it his whole face and just slits?
Yeah, so it's essentially just his. It's like a helmet that has the front part of your face cut out.
oh, I was gonna say it could make a good disguise for when we go to Shalagoth.
Well, I mean, it covers your whole hair, so yes, you're very different looking right now.
I'm guessing it's like Magneto style helmet.
Yeah, Magneto style helmet. Think of that. Yeah.
This might make
thinking-
you actually a little bit more attractive. Just to let you know.
Ophelia walks up, looks at it, and then just says "soul" in Draconic.
No, not Soul. Zill.
She looks at
Not
Azoth and Ali for like.
This is
Wait.
helmet head. When we tell you to go to
Zill.
someone, helmet head, sometimes known as Zill, but helmet head.
I need to
Kind
get
of
this
like
thing off fucking
shakes her
ASAP.
head.
Okay, can we go see Haku's wife because I'm gonna see if she can get this thing off my head.
Yeah. So you guys, you guys teleport to Haku's house. You find that lavish inside of the house. It looks like it's gone through some sort of repair recently.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. But more or less, as you guys kind of enter, the children kind of run in to greet their dad like normal, and Finn isn't too far behind them. She kind of like looks at you all and then looks at Zill and kind of goes, "What's with the helmet?"
I need to have a conversation with you. Before you say anything, I need to have 2 conversations with you.
Okay, sure.
Let
Do
us
you
go
want
somewhere.
tea? Do you want...
One of them, I can have this discussion in front of the party. Second one, I would prefer to have this discussion not in front of the party. We don't have to be alone, but I just don't want the other party. I'm going to be saying this inside her mind.
Okay. She kind of
I'm
like
gonna be
nods and she's like, okay, which one first? Private, non-private?
Non-private first.
Right.
And I'm going to say out loud, so, that tracker for the keys.
Yes.
Do you have it?
Yes, I very much do.
Wonderful.
It's quite large. I wasn't
How
able
large
to...
are we talking?
It would need to be mounted to maybe your ship.
That's fine. We can do that. Yeah.
Cool.
That works well. Yeah.
She kind of like, she shows you some of the designs. It looks very much like a telescope. She's like, okay, so the way it works, essentially, it piggybacks off and then she like continues with this like long stretch of like spell equations and all that kind of stuff. Nobody here is kind of following behind. Zill being a magic caster, you kind of pick up the occasional thing. If Vi was here, she would probably understand exactly what was happening.
Phonetically, Sol remembers every word she says.
Yeah.
Phonetically.
Don't understand it, but I know exactly what she said.
Cool.
Phonetically?
Phonetically. Yeah, and then she's like, oh, yeah, sorry, I'm boring you. You look through the telescope, and if it's pointed in a direction that matches the same magical frequency, you'll see a little ping.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. We all appreciate.
No worries. I'll be honest, it
time.
was quite exciting. It's been a while since I've been able to flex my creative juices, as it were.
I'm going to then say in her head, and I was like, well, I've got another magical quandary for you.
Do tell.
Can you remove this helmet from me, please?
Just take it off. Like,
I can't. It's one of your husband's relics. Is there any way that you can remove it? Please tell me yes. Please don't shake your head. Please don't shake your head.
Without, I mean, there's a couple of ways we could do it, but I lack...
Without hurting me or dying or killing me.
Well, that removes one of the ways. The other, I mean, you could try and find somebody that knows a lot about these kinds of things, and maybe they've got some way to remove it, but the only way I would know would be, have you heard of a wish spell before?
Yep.
Zill says that out loud.
That's what we call in the business a big yike.
That's like one of the only painless ways to do it. Like I said,
well, I mean, I'm okay with a little bit of pain. Like, it's not the end of the world if I'm in pain, but
yeah,
is it pain levels that will kill me.
No, I mean, no offense, you don't look the sturdiest of types. No offense,
I am
of course.
Offended, but also know that you speak the truth.
Look, I've heard of a few machines that have been specifically made to take things off like this. They're very, very rare, though. Very rare.
You mentioned earlier about someone who potentially could know a lot about these sort of relics. Do you know anyone where I could find someone who does?
That's probably more of a question for my husband. He's the one that kind of sources these things.
I turned to him and I turned to Haku and I asked the exact same question.
Haku kind of goes, yeah, I think I got that one from a guy running away. I think it was from Shalagoth.
Oh, fuck me. Fucking Shalagoth.
He said there was like some church or some shit. I don't know.
Okay. Well, John's not here, I realize, but I was going to turn to John and say, you're going to get your wish. You're going to the church.
The whole time I was like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Oh well, that sucks.
You knew what the relic was?
I didn't know it exactly, but I was like, it's probably one of them. Oh well.
It's pretty easy to tell when it was like, there's a metal
Yeah,
device with
I
little things on
know.
it.
I'll,
thought it-
I'll,
Yeah, anyway.
I'll say in Zill's mind, like, this sounds like the thing John was talking about, right, Zill? Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your help and everything that you've done for us. We are going to head to Shalagoth, I believe.
Right.
I need to get this helmet off me. I need to get it off.
Cool. Well, we wish you luck.
Any tips?
If you find any more of those power cores, you know where I am. You know
Do you
how to
have
reach
any-
me. Either speak to Dunder or something.
Do you have any jobs potentially for us, or nothing going at the moment?
You see him like searching the inner reaches of his head. I may have a job coming up.
Okay.
We discovered like this floating web. The best thing I could thing. It seems to be swallowing a planet. So yeah.
It's the spiders. It's the space spiders.
Spiders.
They are.
Why are we following the spiders? Why can't we follow the butterflies?
Yeah, so look,
okay.
we so far it's pretty dormant, but if anything happens, I'm sure we'll get a call to action.
Okay. Well, you know how to reach us.
I usually just wait
So-
a few days. You seem to come around every 2 days or so, 2 or 3 days.
Well, all right.
We're going to wait 4 days next
Yeah.
time.
Don't call me clingy. Well, we shall.
Shall to
bid
Shalagoth?
farewell. We shall head to Shalagoth.
Well,
If that is-
enjoy.
From the party is agreeable with that.
Yes.
Chopper.
Chopper.
I stay behind.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
announce it. I'll wait until they all leave, and I just slip behind the door. I'm not sneaky. I want him to know that I'm there.
Cool. He kind of like ushers the rest of them. Haku doesn't notice, but Finn is like, you have something else?
You said web. Swallowing planet.
My husband did, yes.
What do you know about it?
It's a giant web swallowing a planet.
You seem awfully calm about something that seems disastrous.
Well, to be honest, I've seen much worse than that.
Do tell.
That's for another time. Maybe.
Okay, fair enough. Look, all I'm saying is, your husband says dormant. I say otherwise.
Well, if that's the case, we can send a scout if you think it's wise.
I wouldn't. You'll never hear from him again, if you're lucky.
You see, yeah, Haku, he heard about it, and I believe he wants to get he says he wants to get the treasures it may hold first.
Whew. Yeah. Look, he may want the treasures, and there may be lots of them there. All I'm saying is it worth risking his life and everyone around him?
Well, I mean, he would probably say yes, but I'm the more level-headed one between us, so I'll see if I can talk him out of it.
I cock my head to the side, and I would like to lean in closer and look around her frame, and you know what I'm looking for.
Cool, make a perception check.
Guidance. Oh god, that's so bad. 18.
Bad.
It is bad for me.
Yes, you see a single floating thread. You follow its origin. It is not attached to her. It is attached to you.
Okay. That's good for you.
What is good
Bad
for me?
Good. You're good. Life's good. Yeah, you're fantastic. Oh, 2 hands. Talk to
Okay.
your husband. Make sure that he doesn't go himself. If he's going to send anyone, make sure it's someone he doesn't care about.
Okay. I will let him know.
Good. I'm glad we could have this accord.
Okay.
Goodbye now.
But bye. And Charpok rejoins the party. You guys head back out onto the deck of your ship. John, would you like to explain what you've been working on?
John, on the hull on the bottom of the ship, has been painting a big mural of Ophelia, mainly. Surrounded by Ophelia is a collection of items and symbols. So, Ophelia is lied in a lying down position, and on her horns you can see runes engraved up on the horns that are dressed in like a blue icy sort of crystal. From one of her horns you can see a dream catcher. Inside of the center of the dream catcher you can see a familiar soul dagger. On the other horn you can see a circlet which is familiar to the circlet that Gwili wears on her head. In front of her, you can see a book that is laid down, and there is a ring that sits on the book, and there is a couple of coins scattered around the ring. The ring is not special in any way, like just from looking at it, you can't see any symbols or anything on it. It's just a ring that sits on the book. You can see a pair of weapons stabbed into the ground, and then off the weapons you can see silver strands dangling down from the weapons, and they seem to scatter off slowly towards all the other items. You can see a gun that's lying down, and there is smoke painted on it, and there is a chain that looks like it is wrapped around the barrel of it. You can also see a compass lying on the ground. The compass is damaged, and where the north sits is a fire. The fire has burned, so you can see charred marks around the top of the compass, where it has kind of burnt away from the front of it. In the center of the painting, after everything that has kind of happened recently, is the gemstone that is very similar to Vi's gemstone, with like with aura that's radiating from without the center of it. And from that, I am going to ask Wheelie to cast the spell Plant Growth. And this kind of isn't quite what the spell does, but rule of cool, I want her to enchant the painting by growing the paint with a plant that is familiar to the Fey realm, where they become kind of lifelike or interactive. So that, for example, if someone was to go and interact with a part of the art, it would change.
Yeah, I'd let that happen.
Sick.
Cool. And there is descriptions if for what anyone wants to touch or have a look at.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
amazing.
Adorable. Astral arms, just 4 fucking.
There is nothing there that is relevant to John.
Oh.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Aw.
Why's that, buddy?
Why?
Why?
John turns around and sees the helmet Zill's wearing. Ooh.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey guys, you want to see what I? Oh God!"
Zill. That's an interesting helmet.
Yes, I
You,
know. Yes. We're going to Shalagoth to get it removed.
You don't perhaps have a debt owed to you from someone who happens to have connections to a wish spell?
If it was so simple.
Because
Unfortunately, no.
I can only think that there might be someone within the church at Shalagoth who might have a connection, and if they are who I think they are,
Actually,
we may have some issues.
do you reckon I would have connections to someone who has access to a wish spell?
You would, but would you still have that connection?
Yeah,
now
the
that
other you.
other Zill.
Yeah. Could I?
Make a history check.
Oh, I know someone who would have access to a wish spell.
Mm-hmm.
Master Fanwell would have access to a wish spell.
Is that the very same Master Fanwell that I stab?
Yes.
Yeah. I
would
was
have access-
terrified.
He would have access to a wish spell, wouldn't he?
He might. You've never seen him do it.
But I know he's okay.
He's a very powerful wizard, so
Would you say history check?
Wizard.
Well, weasel.
I've
do
rolled
it.
like fucking absolute dookie tonight, so. 13.
no, you don't know if anybody that you know of has power.
Would
to
I
that.
know where Master Fanwell is? Would he be on Shalagoth?
Yes. Yep. More than likely.
Let's go to Shalagoth.
Azoth?
Azoth would be picking up Ophelia and giving her a bit of a tour of like the mural and paintings on the side of the ship, and just like sort of showing her everything and seeing if she gets excited. And it would eventually walk over to John and not 100% know how to communicate, so it'd go in for like a one-armed hug, but like way too rough, and just pull you in real close. You did good, mate. Say thank you, Ophelia, and I'll like lift her up like Simba.
In Draconic, she says thank you.
Good girl. You did good, and then I'll just get a little bit closer to John. How old do you think she would have to be before we give her her first rune?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
For our first room.
Yeah, a little carving. It doesn't have to be anything big. You can try it and then maybe expand later.
Well, dragons' horns are bound to their body. I believe that it will grow with them. Maybe something to help with their growth, I think would be quite fitting.
I like that. Don't do me a favor and don't tell Ali I said this. It looks really good. Well done.
Think that would be
want
for the
this.
best. For reference, just because I have all the interactions of how they all change, while he's walking Ophelia around to each one of the arts, when he walks like near where the horns are on Ophelia, you see like the runes change to different sort of symbols, and all of like the patterns kind of move around. The Dreamcatcher, you'll see like the energy flow through the Dreamcatcher, and the sword will vanish and then reappear again. Gwilly Circlet glance will kind of move from it, and then you can see a faint shadow of a woman who I would know as the what's her name now? I've forgotten it.
Wild Mother?
That's the one. Wild Mother. Venos's gun would like the smoke would come out, and then you would see the chains like start moving out towards the rest of the painting and then close back in. Charpox weapons in the ground, the strands would wrap around everything in the painting and connect everything towards the center. The Grimoire, when you walk near it and interact with it, the ring changes to the regal symbol of Zill's family only once it's interacted with, because we don't want everyone to see that it's a ship of fucking Zill's family.
Good idea.
Because that'd be dumb as hell. And
Until
yeah,
somebody gets on the ship and is like, "Oh, what does this do?"
Yeah, the compass that when you walk over and interact with it, that area around the painting becomes warm to sit around. I think that's everyone. I didn't read them in order to what I've written down, so I think that's everyone.
Cool.
And Vise does not currently react to anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sol?
Once everyone's kind of done looking at that and moved away, I would like to slightly lag behind and very carefully char 2 very large space eyes, like above but in the background of the picture, that look very similar to John's eyes.
Yes.
Smart.
They may not interact, but
They may not be cool, but they're cool.
I can't do
They're
fancy
there.
names. Like, your thoughts there.
Cool.
No, don't talk to Reese. I'm really enjoying him being.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I'd also like to talk to John when we're in travel later.
Cool.
Sure.
Charpok?
Scuttling onto the ship, a little bit delayed, and I see this, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty nice. Oh. And I see the strands wrapping around everything. I kind of quickly dart around my head. Is it still there?
No. You can't see it currently.
I'll go up to where my swords are and try and interact with the webs.
They just kind of flutter in the air and wrap themselves around the rest of the painting.
Oh, beautiful but horrifying. Okay, I'm going to bunker down in my thing, and I climb up to the top of the ship, and I just sit there and just fiddle with my hands. PTSDing up there.
Cool. Before you guys take off, you hear Haku yell out Dunder's name. And Dunder kind of jumps off the little thing that he was off and heads to the office. Cool. You guys take off?
Oh, also, did we get the thing installed in our ship?
Oh, yes, it did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Yes.
Up near where the seat, the spelljamming helm is, you now see like a telescope that seems to be bolted to the deck.
Sick.
Cool.
Alright. Actually, before we take off, could I look into the telescope and point it towards where Shalagoth, or the
Is?
direction of Shalagoth?
Yep. So you channel the magic to like she essentially gave you like a manual, and I'm assuming like you're like looking at the manual and then you're like to Sol, and Sol's like, oh yes, and then like is functioning all of the dials and doing what needs to be to set it to Shalagoth. You look at Shalagoth and there is nothing. You just
Oh well, we're still gonna go, but I kind of hope there would be something there. But anyway, let us take off.
Charpok,
Yeah.
this connection you spoke of the other day, you seem concerned. Is that something that is an immediate issue we need to rectify now?
It's a bit odd. Not exactly 100% sure. It could be today, could be tomorrow, could be fucking 20 years from now, who knows? But I know that, unfortunately, we're destined to go to a place that I hope to never return. All of us are connected now.
It is not as though that place is coming to us or for us. It's that we have to go there.
I never fucking thought of that.
I'm just going to make like uncomfortable eye contact with him.
Do you think?
I do not think I am familiar with such an entity. I am kind of relying on you.
Look, I'm not exactly a smart bug. I just know that we're going to it. And now that you put it in my mind, it's coming to us.
Actually, it's nothing. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just getting flooded with dice randomly
My
on this
God.
ship. You're wasting all your points.
I don't use them.
I had like 20,000 of them.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, cool. You guys head off. I need another D6.
I'd like to speak to John also.
Yes. You're going to head to John.
Yeah.
I'll roll a d6. It's a 1.
Cool.
Yikes.
So you head to
yeah,
John?
I'd like to pull John to, not like privately, but out of earshot of pretty much the rest of the party, but just like on the deck.
So privately.
Well, I'm not being sneaky about it, but I don't want everyone listening.
Zill's in the chair like,
Yeah, Zill's in the chair like.
Soul casts heat metal on his head. So he can...
ow!
I'm not going to do that.
Ow.
Excuse me, John. Do you
Oh.
have a moment?
Yes, so what can I do for you?
I believe you may have information that might help. Are you familiar with the Aylmore star?
DM?
Yeah,
Outside
it's
of
the
it.
star in the middle of
I
the
mean, obviously.
solar system.
I mean, like any like history around the star. Like I would know what he's applying.
Roll a history check.
Man, digital dice suck. 10.
Nothing. No.
Unfortunately, I do not have too much history on what I think you are suggesting.
I believe you may have connections or knowledge that might help anyway. I believe the star may be talking to me. I'm not sure, but occasionally when we are within eyeshot of the star, I hear a voice in my head.
This may be irrelevant, but were you created with the ability to cast the abilities that you can, or were they
No.
gifted?
They were given. I had more or less become irrelevant to the world and was given power. I'm not sure of the purpose of it yet, but I did not have them originally.
Who or what was the person or thing that gave you the power?
I do not know.
Now that is interesting, Soul. I have, if you're asking from a celestial standpoint, I know that there are powerful beings trapped within things such as meteors or stars or planets, but nothing specific. It is more like prisons or something that is hidden away or kept secret for a reason. That would be my biggest guess. But perhaps in Shalagoth, if we do end up there, they, I assume, have quite an expensive library. I could do some research on your behalf.
I would appreciate that, as the voice is asking for help, and I do not know how to help.
Interesting. There are a few churches on Shalagoth that I may be able to ask assistance from a life before this.
Were you there for the whole like flowers tree thing in?
That's where I got the flower that I gave
Yeah.
to Ali when she was doing the thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you would know all that. Sweet.
Yeah.
I appreciate the assistance. If I can help with your studies, I would love to.
There will definitely become a time, so
And I'm gonna go find Azov.
Cool.
And just kind of like perch up next to him.
What's your passive perception?
Mine.
Yep.
17.
Cool. Continue.
I'm done.
Ah, you just perch up next to. I thought you were going to have a conversation with that as well.
No.
you
Soul
walk
is
in?
just seeking comfort. at
You
this
walk in and Azoth is doing like a home workout, and if you guys have ever worked out with like a puppy or a dog in the room, and it's trying to do like Ophelia's just jumping up and bothering him.
Yeah.
Hey, Soul, do you want to swap voices in your head? You want to swap them? I don't like mine.
I'm good.
Mine's
Mine seems
mean.
helpful.
Mine isn't.
Charpok?
I want to go and find our Capitan.
In the chair.
Sorry, okay. I'm
Just
saying,
salute me.
I'm saying weird Thrycranian language out loud so he knows I'm coming. Captain,
Yes, Chapok.
seeing as we now seem to have some ship funds, I'm wondering if I'm able to possibly upgrade my weaponry as we come closer to the Shalagoth.
What were you thinking? What were you thinking of purchasing?
Well, I want to upgrade these. I pull up 2 short swords, and possibly this and my crossbow, and all the darts on it. Oh, and maybe this, and I pull out my shield. And possibly this and the scimitar.
I get it.
Can I get both of your passive perceptions, please?
18.
Passive perception is 16.
Cool. Thank you. Continue.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It just depends on how expensive it is. We obviously only have limited funds.
I mean,
yeah,
that's
it's-
understandable. If it's even just upgrading one would be fine with me, or if you find
Yeah,
something cool to help me do, more stabby.
Yeah, well, we could. Sorry.
Oh, am I boring you?
Yes, you are.
He falls asleep in the chair like.
Well, I'm assuming you want to have a look on Shalagoth for.
Seems like the most ideal place, isn't it? Like the biggest
Yeah.
city in all of the Astral Sea.
Yes, and unfortunately.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. That's okay. So yes, yeah, we can have a look, see what's on available, and see how much it'll cost, and we'll go from there.
Excellent. You want to try out the ring?
Actually, sure, why not? Can I even put them on because my ears covered by the helmet? Whatever.
can.
I guess I can't. Can I put it through my nose?
No, you can't.
Oh.
It just makes
Yep,
your nose
that's
really hot.
Yeah. And then can I twist my nose?
No,
You
unfortunately.
can smell the people
Yeah.
talking about it.
And also,
Is that
can you,
Axe body spray?
Can you relate to the rest of the crew as well? That I think it's a time that we call our good old friend Poncho back for a little chat. It's been a while.
That's a good idea, actually. Can I can relay that to everyone on the ship, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I relay that to everyone on the ship.
Cool.
So, anyone have anything to say to Poncho?
Real quick,
Hi,
as
Patrick.
you leave this discussion, out of a shadow of the ship, you hear Kothor begin to speak, which is interesting because now that you think about it, you've never actually seen her on the ship. She's usually always hiding in like a corner when you guys arrive back onto the ship or something. And she begins to speak and she's like, I may have something for you. And she produces in front of you. This is to Charpok. She produces in front of you a strip of banded metal that looks like a spine.
Oh my god.
I fucking love Kothor.
Kothor.
I am going to use one of the charges from my helmet to lift the banded metal spine up and bring
Can
it
I
to my
grab it as soon as I
hands.
see it floating?
You definitely can grab it. Yeah, it is moving slowly. I need you guys to make a contested strength. No, I need you to make. I need Charpok to make a DC 15, Athletics
Oh. What is my...
is, I believe, the thing.
Oh, that's shit. I rolled a 17.
You go to pull it, it lifts slightly, but then Charpok's like, no! And then grabs it, and then it stops moving.
Bad. Don't like that helmet. Kothor. It's very bad. Good job. Shouldn't steal from things. Keep doing it.
That is not all I took.
Go on.
She stops. She just doesn't continue to speak.
Sol will walk over and be like, "Can I see what else you have, Kothor?"
She pulls out a small pouch that seems to be full. Well, not full, but there seems to be quite a lot of platinum pieces in there.
Oh, yeah.
The pouch is very familiar. It is Dunder's pouch.
We just stole from our...
Employer.
He's just
Yeah.
gonna spend it on fucking alcohol anyway.
We've stolen from him before. It's fine.
Yeah, I stole his pouch and it was empty last time and I gave it back.
Alright, well, if anyone wanted to meet up in the center, did you want to do something, John, real quick?
I did want to pull out the herb lore kit. After the conversation with Charpok specifically, I still have I love collecting old items and then bringing them back up.
I love that you love doing that.
I still have a strand of Charpok's cocoon in my inventory.
Yeah.
I am going to use that to make a potion that is hopefully relevant to interaction with this entity that Charpok is talking about.
Okay. Yep. Roll me a
Which side,
d20.
I'm taking the pouch of Kothor.
She doesn't give it
Okay.
up.
D20 was it?
Yeah,
A
d20.
was it?
D20.
Okay. I'm going to make a second potion, which will be... Finally! That's a natural 20.
Fuck yeah. Sweet. Yep.
Yep, cool. So I'm going to make that one specifically for that. I'll get back to that in just a second. And then I'm going to make another potion with just some shit that I've got from the dungeon. I have got a lobster eye and a mesomean tendril, which I think is one of those like things that like lured people in and killed them and kept their heads. I think it was one of those things. So I'm going to make a potion with those in hopes that it like might stun someone, like how they would lure people in. So I'm hoping it would like stun someone if
Okay.
I was to like throw it at them.
Okay. Both potions are a success. One of them, you call it a web potion for now. Potion,
Sure.
a webbed potion, silver strand web potion, something like that. And maybe make a note of what it was made out of. And holy shit, what did you do?
I didn't
Oh
do
my
anything.
God.
I spawned a single item.
Oh my
Oh!
god.
What's happening?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Holy moly.
What did you
The
do?
wrong thing.
Literally.
Jesus.
Oh, it's vibrating.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
And write the other one as like cave ingredient potion. You're very unsure of what they do.
I was gonna like dip my pinky in this web one and then be like, taste test, does it do anything? Like, can I see any effects or anything? Just like,
So you dip your pinky in and like take the liquid from your pinky. Instantly when you blink, your vision goes like darkened, almost as if somebody brings out shades. Almost as if, think of it like the upside down in Stranger Things. You see that everywhere, but webbed, webbed cocoons on every surface. You see webs interacting, floating through space. You see horror. And you begin to hear a voice creep into your brain. You hear a female voice that says, "Hello, traveler," and it kind of has like a clicking noise at the end of the voice. And then you blink again, and because it was only a pinky worth, your vision comes back to normal.
Want to just stare at Charpok.
You just see John staring at you.
What? Guys, tell me my mandibles.
I'm just going to silently just stare at the potion.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Cool.
Anyway.
And you dip your finger in the other one, and it gives you this weird sensation, and you for some reason start like you get this weird taste in your mouth that makes you want to like eat fish for some reason.
What?
Interesting.
Sam, I see that smile. Stop it.
No, not like that, Sam. Yeah.
I just thought it was funny that you just wanted to eat fish, but I
Cool.
ain't going to eat that kind of fish.
And as you guys head to your next location of Shalagoth, we are going to go to break for a few minutes. Did you have something else, Jarpok, that you wanted to do?
Oh no, I wanted to do the thing with the spine and poncho, but we can do that after.
Yeah, we'll do that after. So we're going to take a few minute break. Get up, stretch your legs, get something to eat, get something to drink, do a little dance, make a little love, and get down tonight. And
Much
yeah,
passion in that one.
I know, right? We'll see you uno momento, por favor. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are going to continue our Astral Sea adventure. As the group is heading off, you guys begin to see something off in the distance. A large object barreling towards you guys. Behind it is another few large objects barreling towards you guys. You guys see what look like whales, space whales, flying through the astral sea. Some of them fly up next to your ship, absolutely dwarfing your ship, and you see their eyes look at you as they pass. But it looks to be like a whole herd of space whales.
I
Pod,
start
actually.
salivating.
Okay.
Hey,
That's a lot of meat.
And
Hey.
yeah, after a few minutes, they disappear into the space behind you, and you guys begin seeing another large ship in the distance. Zil, you see this ship and instantly recognize it.
Fuck.
The home place of Zil or Bryce Aylmore, Shalagoth.
I am like seeing it. I'm so tempted. Like everything in my body is just like, just turn around and fly away.
So
But
you guys see this
going.
large ship with multiple like spires. You can make out all of these like lights that just kind of flicker, almost like a city at nighttime, like a big city at nighttime. All these lights that just kind of flicker and light up the space. You see a large palace at the back, and quite a number of villagers all out and about. John?
As Venos. Guys, I thought it might be worth mentioning to everyone that Ragnar was like coming after us from here, so we might want to keep things quiet just in case he comes after us again.
So spot on. So spot on.
Yeah, Venos, I didn't know you remembered that far back.
Yeah. That's so unlike Venos.
It is also like the one thing he's afraid of, so he would have remembered that. So.
True.
As we're approaching, I would like to just find a empty room, wherever it is, and put this spine thing on the floor.
Yep.
and then basically doing the backwards arm thing, just crawl on top of it, so my back's like perpendicular in line with it, and then just drop.
Cool.
It hurts.
As you drop, you feel these like black. Oh, you don't feel them being black, but like you feel these tendrils. Well, I'm being true. You don't feel them being black. You don't feel colors.
I'm sure Drew can,
Wow, dude. Wow. You feel these tendrils almost like suction themselves to your back. You now have an augmentation. You have what's called the spine of shock.
Oh. I'm a little shocked, sure.
You can read that out aloud, or you can keep it to yourself.
No,
Up
fuck
to
it, let's read
you.
it aloud. Spine of shock. Wondrous, rare. This strip of banded metal is implanted vertically in your back. It has 10 charges and regains 1d10 expended charges daily at dawn. It has the bludgeoning resistant function, plus 1 additional capability. Track how many times bludgeoning resistance reduced the damage you would have otherwise taken, up to a total of 10 times. The spine can't safely store more than 10 instances at one time. You can release that stored energy as an action, producing a shockwave that ripples out from you 30 feet in all directions. All creatures in the affected area must make a DC 15 dex save, or take a number of d8s of bludgeoning damage equal to the amount of impacts stored. You decide how many impacts to release at one time. If you ever absorb 11 impacts, a shockwave is immediately triggered, spending all the stored energy then and there, regardless of the situation.
So, just clarifying that.
Wakanda
It
forever,
automatically
yes.
It automatically stores bludgeoning hits.
Yes.
Yes,
He-
seems
So-
like it.
It gives you the bludgeoning resistance. So any bludgeoning damage that you take is halved. Every single time you take bludgeoning damage, it stores 1 charge of energy in the spine.
Hear me out. Bludgeoning damage is literally just like a pebble throw, right?
Any bludgeoning damage.
So, for example, if I have someone throw a pebble at me 9 times... and then
9d8.
You could kamikaze into the
Yeah. That's interesting. Very useful. I like that.
I was like,
Also,
it'd be
ow.
good for Azoth or Charpok, but then I was like, Azoth has already got one, so you know.
Feels a little underpowered now, but
Interesting. Okay. Now I have a metal back.
Yep. You guys
Oh,
notice?
I
What?
didn't think of this. Is there a mirror where I am?
I mean, you could probably. I think Ethan said we had a mirror.
But what if he turned around and then he looked into my brain? I don't know if he can look into my brain. Can I?
No,
send
it's alright.
images?
I'll stand there and be
we
like,
have a
yeah,
good-
Charpok, you look sick.
No.
There we go.
What? We have a mirror.
Okay, well, just for the purposes of me figuring this out, any reflective surface will do. I look at the reflective surface and I chameleon carapace into the thing and then turn around to see if it blends in with me.
I think it has to, Nathan.
So iron
Roll
flesh.
me.
It's
Roll
your-
me. Let me get back to you on
It's
that
your
one.
creation.
Let me
your
get back to
creation.
you on that one. Well, actually, it's not my creation. It is from the Arcana of the Ancients book by Monty Cook and Bruce R. Caldwell and Sean K. Reynolds.
shout out.
There you go.
Sponsored.
Sponsored.
I wish.
only.
Yeah, let me get back to you on that.
Cool.
So you guys, as you guys approach the outskirts of this large ship, you see it in all its enormity. You see millions of houses and buildings all crammed into the streets. Floating around Shalagoth are countless spelljammers all fighting for some sort of space. In Shalagoth's center is a large spired castle. Obviously, Zil, you know this to be your old home.
Unfortunately.
The whole the whole floating city glows with intense light. You begin to see 2 small skiffs heading in your direction. Zil, you know these skiffs to be from the docking office of Shalagoth. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to ask Sol to greet them. as first mate.
Cool. Just real quick, because I did just look it up. Yes, a chameleon carapace is with you.
Oh, thank fuck.
But it gives off more of like the rest of you changes color in, I would imagine, like a splotchy kind of look.
I would almost think like like an actual chameleon.
Yeah,
where it
so
kind
it
of,
like
blends in the
splotches,
exact
right?
Same color.
Yeah.
But slowly encompasses
Yeah,
my
so
whole body.
the spine gives off more of like a hexagonal pattern, but still does the same thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so one of these skiffs kind of comes up towards your dock. Atop it, you see a number of guards. They just kind of go, "Do you require docking?"
In my best, like, military familiar greeting, I will say the formal greeting and that yes, we would like some docking.
That's what you say. The formal greeting.
The formal greeting.
I'm also calling from my background.
Yeah, cool. Yep. He kind of goes,
You want to dock with me?
"You want to dock with me?" Kothor gets jealous. He begins to speak again. He's like, "For how many days do you require a space?"
Captain?
He's like hiding.
Say,
6 days.
I was gonna say 3, 4. I'll go 4 days. 4 days.
Are we able to extend if necessary?
Your initial stay will be covered by the soon-to-be king, as he has requested your presence for dinner.
He knew we were coming.
It would seem so, yes.
I am very
Tearing at my
excited.
We
Tearing
just
at my
need to
skin
know.
right now.
We just need to know a day, so we can inform the dock to charge the palace.
It's 4 days.
4 days it is. If you follow,
Actually, no, make it 5 years, and we'll just bankrupt the fucking. We'll stay there for like 2 days and just be like, no one can use that dock, and also they have to pay the fucking.
he then continues and he's like, "As is customary for all checks, what is your purpose of your stay?"
We are
Business. I would say
to-
business.
looking both seek information and business.
What information do you seek? Do you have individuals that you would like to talk to?
No, more just public library.
Do you have any?
We've got my library card.
Do you have any forbidden goods on this vessel?
None that I am aware of.
Do you permit us to search the vessel if need be?
What purpose would you have to search the vessel?
To make sure you are telling the truth. This is customary as per anyone landing on Shalagoth. And you hear that one of his partner kind of speaks up, and he's obviously this is like a bad cop, good cop routine, because he's like, well, like, to be honest, we used to have to ask so many more questions, but you know,
So it's fine.
You
Just,
know,
yeah, we
I just-
allow them to
I
search
will
the ship.
accompany you the entire way, as I know everything that is contained.
oh,
on
we're not gonna do it right now. It's just if we really need to, then like we may have to, we may have to have a look see.
As I said, I will accompany you when necessary.
Well, I mean, most of the time, you're not really here when we do the searches, so
Someone will be on board, so that is okay.
okay. I guess follow us. And you see the skiff like kind of take off a little bit, and the other guard is like, "Please proceed. Follow us to the landing zone. where you will be escorted to the palace. You guys follow?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. As you land at the docking yards, you're all instantly forced into the streets of Shalagoth, flanked both sides by royal guards. There is a party of about...
I hate this. I hate this.
There is a party of about 30 of them. You eventually arrive at the gates of the palace. In front of you is a large ornate door. The door is very ominous. Zil, you are very familiar with this door.
Mm-hmm.
Very intimate with this door.
Yeah, extremely familiar.
You look up and you see a small burn mark on one of the the things above the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. You approach, and the guards on the outskirts of the wall stop the rest of the guards and kind of have a small little talk. And then the door begins to open. On the inside, you see a servant who begins to speak. Master will see you in the dining hall. Follow me. And then he kind of spins on the spot and begins heading back into the palace grounds. By the same set of 30 guards, you are escorted to through the center court of this palace. You see large multi-leveled mansions, all glamorously decorated. Stepping inside the halls, they match the outside. They are very ornate, with very intricately carved stone works, really tall ceilings, very fabulously made, like, chandeliers and, like, glass artworks, all the works. You're led to a door that is at least 15 feet wide. Pushing into the room, you see a large wooden dining table that would at least seat at least 50 people. There are place settings for your whole group up to one end, where you see sitting at the head of the table, the slightly disheveled, a little bit older, a little bit scruffier, Zil sitting there. You see him, he kind of gives you the look and then raises a glass of wine and takes a sip out of it. And you guys are in the dining hall.
Zil, when they said before that the helmet kind of made you more attractive, this version more attractive.
Zil does not respond. He's just not happy.
As you guys stand in the doorway, the other Zil just kind of goes, "Welcome. Please, sit."
Okay.
I
What
squat
else are
on
we
the
gonna do,
chair.
guys? You say squat in a chair?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm gonna sit in a chair like a normal person.
I will approach where the setting is, but I won't sit. I'm not gonna sit.
Cool. He just kind of like looks you up and down and is like, "Nice hat. I mean,
Fuck you. Fuck you.
His name is Helmet Head.
much better than Zil, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Or should
thought
I
so
say
too.
Zil?"
No, just say Zil like a normal person.
Yes.
All right,
Well,
this is
I'm
the first time we've come across this version of Zil, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not the first time I have, but the first time the party has.
We
Yeah.
should
So
all
we
be
kinda-
surprised.
Nah, we saw it in that paper.
We know he exists.
Yeah. Please sit. I've procured a 3-course meal for the lot of us.
I'll sit down really quick.
We.
See, a man
won't
with
be
appetite.
I won't be staying long.
You'll stay for as long as I tell you to stay.
May
Now
as well make
sit.
the most of it.
Pretty boy.
Oh, stop it. I will not sit. I refuse to.
Roll me a wisdom save.
I need to get my character sheet up. Oops.
No, wait. Charisma save, I think it is.
Oh, charisma. Sick. That's a natural 20 for a 28.
Cool. He says, sit. And you instantly obey.
Fuck!
as he
Like a
subtle
bullshit,
casts a spell
bro.
on you,
And I failed.
and you failed with a
Fucking
28.
hell. 28.
Yep.
How is that a fail?
That's a fail. His
Anyway.
spell mod's quite high.
That's it.
That's
Against my will.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. Anyway.
Please, don't let this little squabble kill the mood. Drink, have some wine. Let me pour it for you. He clicks his fingers, and you see the wine bottle begin to lift, and he pours it into a chalice each for you guys.
I just watch. And I don't drink. Don't interact. I'm just like like a death staring him.
Is there like fruit on the table?
There is nibbly little bits and pieces.
I'm just gonna take some fruit and eat that. Touch nothing else.
Yeah, cool.
I'll try one small bite of everything that's on the table.
Cool. Yep. It's quite delicious. Yeah. So welcome. I'm sure you have very many questions.
Yeah.
No.
Don't everyone speak at once.
What's in
As
this
it were.
3-course meal?
Well, so I've required a it's a particular type of pheasant I was very fond of. It's from quite a ways away, outside of the Airmore system, to be honest. It's done in like this very garlicky, this very garlicky, cheesy kind of sauce, with roasted veggies, of course. And that's I guess the main. The entrees, I've got what was it? It's like a type of soup, a meat soup, kind of like a stew. And then for the dessert, I've got cake, as is customary for guests.
Zil, I feel like we're in his home. We should, at least eat his food. I love your serving.
You can have my serving.
Please, eat as much as you want, drink as much as you want.
Charbok, you hear that?
I look at the servants. Are they available?
Sure.
Wait, no. I realize you're bad. Never mind.
I can kill one right here for you if you'd like.
No. I don't regret what I said.
Well, yeah, so welcome. You're probably wondering why I've invited you all to dinner.
The gloat.
Probably wonder why I have gathered you here today.
Yeah, to be honest, a bit of it is to gloat. I just wanted to see you in person to make sure that you are, well, to be honest, as bad as I think you are. And it is pretty clear, especially by the friends you have made, that
What do you mean by that? Friends. What is this?
well, I mean, nobody can truly be your friend.
You sound like a familiar voice to me. Not exactly your voice, but the words you say.
Is it the one inside your head?
Yes.
It's not me. I've got better
How do
things
you
to
know
do with
about it?
my time.
You say that almost as though you know who it is
Yeah.
or what.
I've got theories.
How do you know about this?
Well, let's just say I've been watching.
Are you the same Zil that is sitting next? Are
No.
you the same Zil as that
No.
Zil?
God, no.
So,
No.
Like, you weren't here
If we
for like
were,
you
I would-
finding it out.
If we were, I would take this knife in front of me and slit my own throat right now.
I'm kind of, let's just say, an alternate future Zil, a better Zil. Yes, a better Zil.
Maybe more attractive. I don't know about better.
You see, I don't know how much your friend here has told you about his life, but he was offered a choice, and obviously this one chose wrong.
Yeah, I was offered to help enslave and you know, enslave an entire galaxy, or have my freedom and fight against tyranny. Yeah.
I don't know how he made the bad choice.
Well, isn't it obvious? He could have had
Sure.
power. He could have had
Mm. And there it is.
exactly my dragonborn
It's like
friend.
food. It's
Could have had food.
yeah, friend. It's not. It's not good and bad. It's power or freedom.
And I have both.
Do you?
I could be
Do you
anywhere I would
truly?
like right now.
Go then. Bye.
I don't want to be anywhere else. Where best
Have
would a
you-
king sit than on his throne?
But have you heard about space spiders? You could be investigating them.
I cannot for space spiders.
You're
That's what
lost.
you say now.
You're not. Charbok,
Can I squeeze Poncho's plushie?
you definitely
Why
can.
would you want to bring Poncho
Bring
here?
Poncho into this.
You
Curious.
squeeze Poncho's plushie, and he appears on the middle of the dining room table. You see Zill kind of like look at him weird. Like, I'll say Bryce from now on because Bryce is. Yeah, you see Bryce kind of look at him weird. Poncho appears and he's like, "Hey guys, why is there two of you?"
Long story. Kind of. I'm still confused myself.
And then Bryce goes, "And you are," and then Poncho puts out his hand and is like, "I'm Poncho." He's like, Poncho. Okay.
I thought you knew everything.
I know a lot. I didn't say I know everything.
Poncho's been around. Poncho's been with us. Zill here has talked to Poncho. Why didn't you know about that?
I said I was watching. You think I don't sleep? You don't think I eat? I've got other things to do with my time than just watch.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah, I would like to roll an insight check and see if he's lying about this and if he's actually. Surely he would know about Poncho. I'm just curious.
Go ahead, roll an insight check.
Oh, that's not great. 14.
It doesn't seem like he's lying.
Interesting.
John?
You said that you're from some sort of alternate, different timeline. Did you suggest?
Yes, very much so.
Then would the name insert visceral name that because I don't have my notes, I don't have it because it's hidden away in the movie stuff.
Yes, Captain Alemriel.
That's where it is.
Captain Lemuriel.
Captain Alemriel. Where is she, by the way?
Not here.
Well, it seems your knowledge only goes so far.
Like I said, I don't watch all the time.
Who is she to you?
Let's just say she was a bug that just kept escaping my boot.
Offended?
Oh, I mean all the offense. You are a disgusting race of people.
No.
See, I was only racist as a joke. He's racist for real.
I don't think you were racist as a joke. I think it was for real, but he's worse.
Go on, John.
Well, it would appear your power is not as endless as you would hope.
Maybe not right now, but it will be.
We shall see.
You've got an
What
odd
is
look
stopping
about you. Are you even human?
Yes, mostly.
Roll a deception.
While this is happening, can I subtle cast message to Master Fanwell?
You definitely can.
I mean, not message sending. Sorry.
Sending. Yep.
And just say, are you on Shalagoth at the moment? I could use your help, please.
Coming back to you while this conversation is unfolding, you get the voice of Master Fandwell, and he responds with, "Of course I'm on Shalagoth. You kicked me out, remember?"
I have to. Okay, he's on Shalagoth somewhere. That's good. At least.
Where do you need
Okay.
me?
Well, I can't respond. I have to spend another spell slot to fucking cast it again. I'll respond and I'll say,
No, he sent the "Where do you need
Oh,
me" in his own
okay.
sending spell.
I will respond with, at the palace. At the palace, the Zil who kicked you out is not the same as me. We are trapped by him. Help us escape.
Cool. You just get silence.
Yeah, well, I don't want to expect him to waste another spell slot. Anyway.
Cool.
I need a-
Yeah,
I got a 13.
for deception. Cool. He just kind of goes, human, and just kind of like looks very intrigued. So, yes.
What's stopping you from accumulating more power?
Let's just say, I don't know if I want to tell you that.
Why did you bring us here?
Again, I just wanted to see your face.
So we
That's
can
all.
leave.
You've seen my face. You've been watching this party. You've seen what I look like. You've seen my face. Why bring me here?
To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I never was
Okay.
one of a man with a plan. But yeah, it's just interesting. Very interesting seeing. To be honest, I was really hoping Captain Alemriel was here because then I could finally kill her. But
Well,
you know,
sucks to suck, doesn't it?
it does. I'm sure you know a lot about that. Well, I guess we can cut this dinner short if you guys want to leave.
But the
Yes.
food is good. Oh. That's
Where's my
okay. I
pheasant?
know.
No, it's either you stay for dinner or you leave now. That's
I
the
know
choice you make.
I
I know
am
this other
leaving.
place. I know this other place. It's pretty good.
I won't be blackmailed with pheasant. I'm leaving.
That was you.
We're with Zil.
As you
Come on,
guys,
Pancho.
Pancho's like, he's like got like a bit of fruit in his mouth. He's like, okay, and he just like begins following you. He's like, bye, just waving like a naive child. As you guys leave, Zil kind of like waves, and he's like, I'll see you
Bryce.
soon, Bryce. He just goes, I'll see you soon. And you guys are escorted out of the palace.
Wait, before I go, can I spit in his face and call him a fascist?
You definitely can.
Okay, I spit in his face and I call him a fascist.
Cool. He just kind of like closes his eyes and then like wipes it off and just. We'll
Just
see.
Call me about the space spiders.
He just kind of like looks to the side and is like, sure.
You want him to take care of the space spiders.
You guys are then escorted from the grounds to the front gate of the Shalagoth.
Well,
Of the Shalagoth.
what did you guys think of the palace?
I hope you know what a sign of solidarity it is that I walked away from a 3-course meal.
Hmm.
Show support. I'd like it known. So I'll remember this.
Wait, remember what
I
was reading.
appreciate
no.
it.
Yeah.
It's a meme, don't worry about it.
Okay.
So-
Yep. From the end of a street. The end of the street. The sun somewhat creates a silhouette of this large character. And then you look at where the silhouette is coming from, and you see this small gnome with a pointed blue hat. Bandages wrapped around one of his arms. And what looks to be like some sort of goggle apparatus on the top of his things. And he's like, it's about bloody time you showed up.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
This is Master Fanwell.
yes. This is Master Fanwell. He was my mentor growing up.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Oh, thank God.
I'm not talking to you, Zil. I'm talking to her.
Right. Okay, cool. What am I, fucking chop liver?
Well, I mean, I've seen you plenty.
You're hardly one of a kind, Zil.
Yeah, you could say you're two of a kind.
What is it? Just fuck Zil Day today? God.
Yeah.
Well, last time I met this one, she left me with a nasty scar.
I don't. Okay, so technically now I remember. Fuck. Technically now I remember it.
It's fine. You weren't yourself.
No, why did I do that? Why? When?
Well, from what I could tell, you were being possessed by something.
Yeah, I still am. Well, it's inside me. I can hear it.
I mean, it's pretty hard to get rid of a god. Or two gods, to that matter.
Excuse me?
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Yay!
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we are going to end there tonight, guys. So thank you so much for coming past. For anybody still in the chat, we very much appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please check out our Discord channel, our YouTube channel, and our Instagram channel. It's an Instagram page, isn't it? And yeah, give us a like, give us a follow. We would very much appreciate it. Yeah. We love you very much, and thank you so much. And we'll see you next week on Friday for the continuation of this drama.
Are we raiding someone?
I haven't even thought about it.
What's happening?
Yeah, tell me about
Your
it.
past is coming back to haunt us.
Really is. It's been haunting me this whole time.
Give me a second. We're going to be raiding this person. How about that?
But again,
crossed, they're not
thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. TBT, fucking potatoes.
Fiddly-dee potatoes. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, dear Lord.
I am a god now.
Are you?
You have to.
Yeah.